glitching, you stupid fuck. Yep. Just pumping. Pumping, pumping, pumping. This is what I get for not holding that position. This is what I get. This is a perfect setup. 15-minute breaker. Tap back into this 15-minute fair value gap. I opened a position here with 3 mini ES contracts because I was just so confident with this trade. And I really couldn't even give you a reason why I closed it. Could not give you a reason. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking at all. We would be up 150 times 20. Would be up about 3K times 4 accounts if I had held that position. Can I explain the breaker? Low, high, lower low, higher high. So we legitimized or created the breaker once we pierced it right here. Once we pierced this previous high, tap back into it right here into the 15-minute gap. This is literally my setup. This is A+, grade A, beautiful, fucking, excuse my language. It's what I look for. And for some reason, I was sitting here doing Japanese homework, watching the order book, sitting in the trade. It was like I was sitting in it for like 30 minutes. And I was like, man, I just don't like the way this is behaving. So I closed it. Right after I closed it, we just took off. Yeah, my first TP was Asia High, which was right there. So that would have been first TP, and then I would have left a runner. Tis what it is. At least you ain't down on the day. It's true. We're up something like 1,300 or something total, so can't be mad about that. But still, I got to trust myself more, man. This is what I look for, and I got it. Did that make sense, Noah? I think that I explained that decently well. No, I think we keep pushing. I don't see anything holding us back here. It is day before FOMC, so that was also playing into my thinking a little bit, but I'm a little bit nauseous from that, dude. I'm going to be completely honest. I was, Alex. I have tiny baby nuts. So I closed it right here for some unknown reason. This is ES right here. NQ was right here. Took this on another funded account. Did the same thing. I was in the same trade on two accounts on ES, 2 accounts on NQ. Oh, Nathan. Yeah, I didn't take a trade, but I was watching. I had a trade, like I was simulating a trade in my head. I had it marked out and everything on the chart. I almost took it. I was like sitting here itching. I was like, I didn't take a trade all day. I'm not gonna sit here and take one now. I'm gonna get some good rest and we'll take a trade tomorrow. And I just watched it play out exactly how I had anticipated. Would have been another 1800. It's okay though. It's encouraging because it means that I'm seeing price well. I mean, we're up, dude. I'm up. What am I up on this month? I'm up $17,311 on the month, man. I gotta not be greedy. This candle invalidated your setup. I hope you weren't looking for a short while we're trading at all-time highs. The gold setup was right here. It was a long, actually. So I was targeting this previous 4-hour high off of this previous 4-hour low. I have 4 fundeds right now, trading 4 fundeds, 1 personal capital. Yeah, I was watching Nathan. That's who I was watching. I was watching him. I've been learning from him. Just kind of, gold moves a lot differently than NQ or ES does, and he seems to know what he's doing on there. So I've been trying to just absorb and learn the way that he trades it. I don't think I'm going to switch. I don't have any intention to switch over there, but it's something I'll keep an eye on, and if I see something juicy, I'll take it, He's live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I don't think I've seen him have a red day. I'm sure he's had plenty, but since I've been watching him past like month, I don't think I've seen him have one. What's up, Mars? Still new when marking out previous lows and highs. How do you strategize off of those? I like to see a sweep of a major level like this to look for a reversal. Same, I mean, if you're talking about gold, it's the same with that too. I like to see a sweep of a previous 4-hour low or 4-hour high before a reversal. But we're trading NQ and ES today, as we usually do. I don't trade futures live. I don't trade gold live. But what I look for is, I look for a sweep of a major level. We had sweep of Asia here. I gotta change this music, man. It's making me want to rave or something. So we had a sweep of Asia right here. Strong V-shaped recovery. Breaker right here formed. We had a 15 inside of that breaker. We didn't get a tap back we got a little tap back into this 15 right here, but mostly we use these levels to start eyeballing reversals. You see the same thing here. Sweep of Asia. V-shaped recovery, strong push up. We actually had a couple 5-minute gaps that got a couple 5-minute gaps inside of there. Inverted that one, created a couple more. We got a clean tap back right here into this 15 after we created the breaker. That's where I opened the position. We had 3 minis because I was very confident. This is my A+ setup here. Target was all-time highs. First TP was Asia high, which was right there. First TP was Asia high. Full TP would have been either, I would have started trailing my stops pretty aggressively at all-time highs. This is ES. This is NQ. Can't be too greedy though, man. Really can't, because we're up 366 times 4. So, I mean, I can kick myself all day for not holding that, but can't be mad. 366 times 4. It's definitely not 3,000 times 4, but hey. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm using TradeSync. Yeah, it's definitely better than red. C-bum. Where do you even set your TPs right now since we're at all-time highs? You use standard deviation, which is what these lines were here. You had standard deviations, you'll see. So you see how I have these lines set right here? Standard deviation off of those would have been, let's do the body, not the wicks. I think that's what I was doing, is the body. Is it doing the body or the wicks? Something like that. I think I was doing the wicks. So 2.5 was right in there. 4 would have been right around here. So typically a move like this typically goes 2 to 2.5 standard deviations. A full strong move would be 4 standard deviations. And you can see, like, if we were to look here, how accurate are standard deviations? Well, there's right in the smack dab middle of 2 to 2.5 right there is where we reversed to go up here. So, I mean, standard deviations definitely have some accuracy. What's your opinion about sticking to a couple tickers up versus like 7? I typically only trade ES or NQ. Has TPT changed the way you trade contract sizes? Not necessarily, man. Like I said, I'm up 17K right now on the month, so I have a ton of buffer. I've left enough buffer in my accounts where I'm more confident taking larger trades. That's why I was trading 3 minis on that. But my stop was super tight. Like, if you look at this, like, here was what my trade looked like when I had it marked out. I was right here targeting all-time highs, but my stop was right here below the breaker. So, I mean, you're talking, it's still not it's not a small amount, but 150 times 2.25. So that's not risking that much for that trade right there. That's a huge ratio. If I was going to have a longer stop, I would definitely not be in for 3 contracts. It's the fib retracement tool. You got to have your settings set right. So I think I had it right here. I don't know why my computer's acting weird right now, man. That's your standard deviation tool. Oh yeah, that's gonna, without a doubt, gonna be the best trade of the day. That's the wrong deviation leg. Okay, buddy. That was the leg that swept liquidity. There's the Asia low. There's the leg that swept. That whole series of down close candles is the leg. You think it keeps ripping? Most likely, yeah. Oh, Nathan, I get what you're saying. No, I don't let that get to me, man. I don't think about that, to be honest with you. I don't actually take a payout every single day from it. I kind of let it build. I like to let it get to about 5K before I take a payout. The thinking behind that is I'll take one once a week, ideally. I think right now I'm averaging about 1,200 a day or something like that. Trading rehab week 2. Your brain is blowing up? What are you struggling with, bro? No, this is ES and NQ. It's bouncing back and forth between the two of these. Yeah, Nathan, I don't. I feel like I would probably psych myself out if I was sitting there like, I got to hit this so that I can take a payout today. I know myself well enough to know that would kind of probably get to me. Do you know why people don't like live accounts? A lot of risk. If you're talking about like, oh, you're talking about getting moved to live accounts, because a lot of firms won't let you trade multiple accounts. When you do that, it'll be one single account. They'll consolidate you down to one, and people don't want to do that. They want to be able to trade multiple accounts. I'm using Trade Syncer. It's all the information. Yeah, I get that. I think that's kind of what the point of the video I was making last night that I put on my story. I feel like you can overconsume information on trading because there's just so much out there. You know what I mean? Like you get so many different ideas in your head that when you look at the chart, you can't just lock in. That's why this setup right here, this is all that I want to see. If I could get this on a weekly basis, I mean, seriously, think about this. If you get this once a week, this would have been 3K times 4. I mean, dude, you get that once a week, you're doing okay. Yeah, dude, this was the cleanest setup. I don't know why my computer's lagging for some reason. It's frustrating. I've never had this happen. What caused the 9 a.m. move? Just volume getting injected into the market. That's really what it was. I don't know that there was really. I didn't see any news. Who did I learn from? A lot of it I learned from YouTube. A lot of it I learned from a guy named PJ Trades. This setup right here, specifically, you can find this on YouTube. ICT teaches this, but I learned it from PJ. Why are you shorting here? I would not recommend shorting here. I don't have a code for my funded futures now. Use code PJ for that. Appreciate that, Zach. Just got your message. Hope you're liking the book map over there. I see you. My bad. I didn't have the menu pulled up. It is a little bit delayed, so keep that in mind over there on the book map. I don't know why my YouTube is a little bit delayed, but just keep that in mind, Zach. Book map is not super active at the moment. I mean, there's orders everywhere, but there's nothing concise. There's nothing clear. Again, I don't see us needing to go anywhere. And I wouldn't be eyeballing a short here. PJ's legit, yeah. He is definitely legit. What's up, Nick? NQ's being a faithful girlfriend today. Yeah, this is about as clean as it gets right here, man. My question is, why did you long? Sure, I can answer that. We had a sweep of Asia low right here. We had a V-shaped recovery, strong. A little bit of a pullback there, but we had a strong V-shaped recovery. It formed this breaker on the 15. We also formed this 15-minute fair value gap bullish on the way up. Had a touch back into that 15, and that's where I opened the trade. Now, a better question would be, well, why did you close the trade? And I could not answer that. Could not answer that. I was sitting here doing homework, watching the book map. I told myself I was just going to close the chart, have my stop loss set, have my TP set, and just let it run. And I didn't do that. Why did you close the trade? I cannot answer that. I don't have a good answer. The only answer I can give you is I was looking at the book map and I wasn't convinced about what I saw on the book map. But that clearly was not a good decision. Yeah, Ducati, we're up. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're up. I mean, obviously this would have been great, dude. This would have been amazing. But I can't get too upset. This is the S&P. This is S&P futures. That's the best thing to do, Adam. Set it and forget it, man. I had my stop set right here below this breaker. First TP was at Asia high. I was going to let the rest run. Should have done it. I appreciate that, Zach. Yeah, it was also a little bit of second guessing myself because it was 6:45 in the morning, and I don't know why I woke up so early. I'm always up at that time, but I'm never usually trading at that time. Not anymore. But I just happened to be on the charts while I was doing my homework. Very low resistance, yeah. What is a 15-minute breaker? Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. It's basically what you can think of it as is a confluence of support. So the idea is this price will bounce off of this area rather than pierce through it. If you see it pierce through it, then it's going to fail. That's why I had my stop right below it. This is ES. NQ, ES. This would be the full move up here. It'd be wild, but I wouldn't be surprised if it hits it. I did both, Kyle. To be honest with you, I did both. I did 2 accounts over here and then 2 accounts over there on NQ. And to be honest with you, that was not really intentional. I could explain why that happened, but I don't want to get too into it. It happened because I was on the wrong account. I wasn't on my leader account here on TradingView, and I executed the trade and realized it had not executed on the other ones. So I executed the other ones on Tradeovate, and then I realized I was on the wrong chart on Tradeovate. I was on ES over here and NQ over there. It was a shit show, man. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. It's a shit show. It was a shit show. It's 6:45 in the morning, man. I had not even had 2 sips of my coffee yet. Took a short at the peak, man. I hope that plays out. Do I think it's going to backtrack and go super low? No. I wouldn't imagine. I've been wrong before, but we'll see. This is ES. This is NQ. We're decoupled at the moment. Bullish, yes. I think it'll be interesting to see how we kind of position ourselves in preparation for FOMC tomorrow. But I would imagine we're pretty bullish. Yeah, I think we just keep ripping higher here. Yeah, we took this trade down here, man. Pre-market super early. And we got out super early. Breaker blocks right here. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Basically the last leg up before the sweep of the liquidity level. NQ, same thing. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Probably not going to take another one, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't want to get greedy. How come I'm bullish? Because we're trading at all-time highs. ES is bearish. This is bearish. Come on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, JW, you are correct. It's a smart thing to do. It's not always the easiest, but it is the smartest. I feel like my chart and my P&L look kind of grainy. Does that look super grainy? It happens, Kyle. If you're green, man. It's good. Battling FOMO right now since I didn't get my full move. Close it down, John. Shut it down. Go on a walk. Go for a run. Go do something. How many hours a day you spend on the market? What you see on stream is all I do typically. When I wake up in the morning, I typically do homework. This morning, for some reason, I got on the charts. Got a strong dip on the book map. I would say maybe at most 2 hours, 2.5 hours. C-Bum, little brother. I think C-Bum's younger than me. $51, $53, yeah. Atta boy. Man, I did not watch the whole thing, but I did see the highlights at the end. Saw the walk-off. Heck of a game. I haven't decided if I'm pulling for the Dodgers or the Blue Jays, man. I think I'm pulling for the Dodgers just because they're the American team, but I'm not a Dodgers fan. There you go. Show us the physique. He made $6K in one trade on eBay. That's hilarious. Hey, man, I'm happy for you. That's on you for taking the trade. I won't take any credit for that. Glad you're making money though. Physique check. I'm looking like a skinny little biatch right now, man. I really am looking. I feel like I'm looking really skinny right now. Not looking full at all. He's made 12K. He has to make 12K to pass now. Tell him to lose it. The day's not over, right? He can lose it. Is he trading with a Alpha? I don't know their rules. I've never traded with them. We all start somewhere. That's right, man. I'll be there one day. Good verse today. Did you post it? About to check. There it is. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Amen to that. I love that verse. Every morning, full armor of God. As soon as the feet hit the floor, even before they hit the floor, to be honest. Both, David. Your best trading that he needs 12K to pass. Tristan, can he lose? Or was that yesterday? It's already registered. Because if it's still today, I know with most firms, you can just go ahead and lose that back. That's what I would do. Posted another one. Here we go. 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we're not giving up. How could we? Even though on the outside it might often look like things are falling apart on us. On the inside, where God is making new life, not a day goes by without his unfolding grace. These hard times are small potatoes. Love that. Are small potatoes compared to the coming good times, the lavish celebration prepared for us. There's far more here than meets the eye. The things we see now are here today, gone tomorrow, but the things we cannot see will last forever. Amen. What version is that? Using small potatoes. That's something that I used to say. Little potatoes. What pair? It's not Forex, man. We're trading ES and NQ futures. This is ES futures right here. I like the full armor of God, Ephesians, to be honest. There's a Jeremiah quote. That's my favorite, though. Jeremiah and I have a lot in common. He was known as a long-winded individual. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Tired of hitting like this. Could push it right back down in this breaker and then get another chance to get back into it. We are so decoupled right here. This has to be due to the pending earnings reports. I would imagine. Romans 8:38. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, hang on, nor height, nor depth, nor any other created thing shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen. I like that a lot. We get to tap back into this 1 hour and then a push up. That's a pretty interesting 1 hour candle there. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Rich homie. Yeah, Zach, I'm long-winded. My bad, man. The comments don't pop up on my streaming app, so I have to have like a window open to see the YouTube. So my bad for not seeing your comment. Taking the 2-minute continuation on NQ, I would imagine. Always. We are seriously decoupled right now. Very interesting. The 15-second inversion. I don't know if you're being serious, but that, I mean, it's 2 minute. It's the cleanest one at this level. NQ is selling hard. It's pushing up right here. This is NQ. You're targeting space. ES is selling. What is the trade? We're not in one right now. We were in one pre-market. We were long off this touchback of this 15 here. Glad you're here though, Roger. Yeah, that was the cleanest. Might be the cleanest one we get all day. There are orders stacked up higher on NQ, believe it or not. 61,100 is a clean level here. Man, all the way up to 26,150. All the way up to here. I think that's that 4 standard deviations I had marked out. It's close to it. No, not even close. Just kidding. 105.75. Yep, order stacked there. I took it. Yeah, I did take it. We'll leave it at that. I took it. Yeah, we're at. Are you talking about down here on NQ? I don't know, man. This is interesting. We're in kind of new territory. Not new territory, but we're in interesting territory here with how decoupled we are. Bookmap, which is level 2 data. Bookmap is level 2 data. This is, we're bouncing, Roger, we're bouncing back and forth between NQ and ES. ES is just dumping. We're going to head right back down to that, to the position I took earlier. It does, but we're really decoupled. Yeah, on a usual day, they're they're pretty closely aligned, but right now they're not. Looks like NQ's trying to catch up, though. Unfortunate for Tristan. All right, we're right back to where I took that trade earlier. See if the breaker holds or the position starts over again. Entry part 2. We're literally almost right where I took that position. Look at that, dude. Wow. No, it was a little deeper than that. It was inside of this 15, right where that line is, right here. Where I just put this line is where I entered before. Let's see. Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast. I think there's a 5-minute right there that we tapped into also. Yeah, we tapped into this 5 just now. Interesting to see what happens here. Blew the account. Dude, you were just up like 2K or something, weren't you? Scalp 2K. Yeah. Off 3 accounts. Damn, dude. It's rough. What's my strat? Sweep of a major level. This literally was my strat. Sweep of a major level, V-shaped recovery, form a breaker, have a bearish or a bullish gap inside of the breaker, retest the FEG with a respect, and then clear draw and liquidity higher. $15-minute on NQ. Nah. If I'm going to take one, it's going to be again on ES. I'm hesitant to do so, though. Sorry about that. That was super loud if you heard that. Just take one. See what we get. Could just dump. I doubt it, though, because we're sitting here tapping into the 4-hour open. Yeah, I don't see this dumping lower, but we'll give it a go. 1 contract versus the 3 we took earlier. It's 6 minutes until this 4-hour candle closes. Yeah, Matt is a yes. There's no news today. Are you talking about the orange folder news? It's not even orange folder, is there? Orange folder. Yeah, Richmond Manufacturing. Might just bounce off that 4 hour there. Trading below the VWAP. It's orange. There's not red folder. It's in the Discord. Posted it earlier. FOMC is not today. Look at that. As I'm arguing, Mark, sorry. Touched right into that breaker and then shot back up. Missed it by 1 tick, yeah. It's all right. That's how the day's going, man. Did tap right into that 5 minute, though. This 5 minute over here. Tapped right into it. I'm not taking this now. I don't like it. I don't like that behavior. Just hold off. We're up. We're up $1,300 on the day, man. Can't get greedy. If it plays, it plays. How do you find your daily buys? I mean, you kind of just, I don't really know, man. You kind of just see what's happening. You look at the higher time frames, see where we're at based on the, excuse me, based on these higher time frames. You can see where the gaps are kind of lined up. You got this 4 hour gap right here. That kind of indicates, I mean, it'd be kind of hard pressed for us to push through both of these. We've been pumping. I mean, it's based on market conditions. You look at you do a pre-market analysis on FinBiz. But really, ultimately, we trade what the market gives us. We don't. I'll establish an idea of what I think price wants to do, but I don't like get super attached to it. Gorgeous Southern gentleman. I think you got the wrong guy there, Sean. Do you call out signals? I mean, I show my trades. I don't suggest signal botting, but I mean, I call out my trades. They'll be on the chart. Nice, you get in on that move up. I did not. Missed it by a tick. Yeah, this is ES. Tapped right back into that breaker. Do I think this week is bearish? Absolutely not. Who knows, though? I mean, I say absolutely not. It could be wrong. I say absolutely not because I think earnings reports are expected to be really good for all the major companies that are reporting this week. Amazon, Google, Meta. They make up roughly 40% of the overall market there. So I think as soon as those earnings reports come out, supposedly there's a trade deal with China being inked right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Powell lowers rates. The combination of those things, I think, is going to cause the market to just skyrocket. But I could be wrong. You're going to signal pop me every time. Yeah, I've seen that on plenty of people's stuff. Seen that in other people's streams and Discords and things. It's just best to learn how to trade so you can take your own trades. If I decide one day just to stop doing this, or every single streamer stops doing it, what are you going to do then? You think that's why we're gonna okay. I can see your logic there, Nick. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, 10-minute candle. I do think this digs back into this breaker, then pushes higher. Yeah, I think overall I'm bullish too. I get what Nick is saying. It would kind of make sense where they're trying to get in a better position for the market to take off, but I think it's going to be tough for price to push that low. Bookmap is lit up like crazy up higher too. Can I activate your 50K for you? Come on, man. I'll activate yours if you activate mine. How about that? Yeah, dude. Bookmap is a great tool. Did you catch that long, Nathan, on gold? Uh, no, yeah, it is that's what happened to me this morning, man. That's why I got out of that trade. To be completely honest, I think that's the only reason I got out of that trade was I was looking at the book map and I was relying too heavily on it. I was like, yeah, this is an A+ setup here and I love it, but the book map was having me convinced that price wanted to go lower before it went higher. So I can see how that does kind of play a role. Book map is about 100 a month, around there, all in with the data and everything you need. Yeah, VC, we took a long off this 15 pre-market at 645, got out super quick, like right here. But we're up 366, 335, 341, 352, something something. We're up like $1,380 on the day or something like that. It could, Paul. It could. If I have 4K in profit passing the consistency reward, I keep the 1K. That's above. No, you don't keep any of it on an eval. The count starts over on a funded. Why don't you do this full time? It's my income. My main. It's my only income right now. Not only, but it's my only active income. The thing is, dude, trading doesn't. When you think of trading as full time, I feel like some people think that means you sit at the chart all day every day. That's not what that's not what it's meant to be. Trading full time just means it's your main source of income or your one of your largest sources of income. You should not be you don't need to be sitting on the chart more than 2 hours every day. If you don't see a trade that you want in 2 hours, there's a guy on TikTok, I've come across him a bunch recently. I'm not going to name drop him, but he literally night or day is trading, and I can promise you that that guy is losing money. He's making money off TikTok and affiliate codes, but he is. There's no reason to be sitting on the charts that long. I'm not going to name drop. I'm just telling you that's not the way to trade. If you're truly trying to be successful at this, you get on the charts around 9. I mean, if you're not streaming, you're not doing anything like that. Get on the charts around 8:39 Eastern time, chart it out, figure out what's going on, do a little market research. Market opens 9:30. If you don't see something by 11 or 11:30, call it a day. Check back in if you want. If you didn't take a trade in the AM session, check back in around 1:30 or 2. Wait until maybe 3 at the most. If you don't see something, call it a day. That's trading full time. That's trading with the intent of being profitable and being serious. The most successful people I know in the trading world, some of them don't stream and they don't even do social media, but they're on the charts maybe 2 hours a day, and sometimes they'll go a week or two without taking a trade. They won't take a trade unless they see something super juicy, and when they do take it, they're in. Like they're in 4 or 5 minis, and they're making bank, dude. Like they are caking. I think some of the most successful traders you'll never even hear of because they don't do social media. They don't trade a lot. They don't do any of that. They're dialed in, dude. What's up, Tyrone? That's a FEG. That's a fair value gap. Um, El Flaco, what I'd recommend, dude, far better than I can explain to you, if you're that new to this, go to YouTube and search up a guy named T-Trades and look through his educational series. That'll explain all the basics to you, and it'll explain what you're seeing on the chart right here. Four trades a week keeps the blown counts away. Hey, man. Yep. Yeah, man. I just got stopped out twice and hit my TP afterwards. Any tips? Yeah, close it down, dude. Shut it down. You're not, I can tell you from experience, one of the reasons I just canceled this trade right here was I was in this trade earlier. I got out like right here. I mean, I'll show it to you. I didn't get stopped out. I closed it right here. And then price continued exactly where I wanted it to go. And that screwed with my psychology to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to take another trade. I was about to take another trade when we got down here. Glad it didn't hit. Glad it didn't open the trade. I'm not going to take another one because I know my head's not. I'm too. I'm not over that. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you're not over the fact that you just got stopped out twice. I would say don't take another trade. Call it a day. Close it down. Go for a walk. Go. Somebody said earlier. Go open your Bible. Go work out. Go spend some time outside. Do something else. Fastest way to blow your accounts and to delay the progress that you've made is to continue to trade. This is a yes, Nelson. Yeah, we took one. Took a long off this 15 earlier. Closed it right here. Like a dummy. P&L's on the screen for the day, though. So you can see that we took one. Patience is definitely key. Tristan, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it does seem to move. It's more, I use the word fluidity or fluidly. I don't know if that is the right way to describe it, but it seems smoother sometimes. Like it's not as herky-jerky as ES can be, or I mean as NQ can be. I say that, and we got this 15-minute wick here. Like that's not typical. What was my confluence for stopping out? What you mean? For closing the trade? Or for opening the trade? To be honest, Christian, I should not have closed the trade. It was 6:45 in the morning here. I had sat through it for like 30 minutes. I was sitting here doing homework. I don't typically trade at that hour. Just looked like an absolutely juicy setup, which it was. And I was looking at the book map, and the book map was screwing with my psychology a little bit. It was making me think that we weren't done going lower. So I was like, you know what? I'm 300 and something in profit right here. I'm going to close the trade. And I did, and literally right after I closed it, it took off. I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done was stuck with my gut and done what I originally planned to do, which was open the trade, set my stop loss and my TP, and just close the chart. And I'd be sitting up 3,000 times 4 right now, rather than 300 and something times 4. But it's part of the game, man. Exactly, Nick. That's what. Funny enough, my dad was watching me. He said, "You got to follow your rules," because one of my rules is once you take the trade, be confident in it. And I didn't follow that rule. So, how much does faith play a part of all your day trading process? It's a huge part of it, man. It's a part of my life in general. Faith, compared to where I have been in the past and where God has brought me from. Yeah, it's huge. Did you see Bryce Crawford? Yeah, I did see that, man. That's awesome. I'm sure he's pumped. My dad does not trade. No, he does not. It's crazy, dude. My dad was uh, pretty high up in wealth management. That's what he did for a living until he retired, and he never got into any of this. Yeah, I can show you, Josh. Um, we swept these Asia lows. Well, sorry, let me recenter that. We swept these Asia lows. Strong V-shaped recovery here. We formed this 15-minute bullish gap, and this 15-minute bullish gap formed the breaker right here on this candle. Well, this candle. We had a retest of the breaker with the 15 inside of it. We had a clear draw on liquidity with Asia high, which was right around here, and full TP at all-time highs. All right, Zach. Damn, my bad, man. I keep missing your comments over there on the YouTube. I wish it notified me when somebody's commenting. Hope you have a good day, though, man. Appreciate you coming by. Going golfing? Nah, I'm going to class. Got class at 12. It's raining like crazy here, though, so definitely wouldn't be golfing either way. What did I take? Took the long off of this 15 earlier at 6:45 a.m. Rain is prosperity. I'm enjoying it, man. Just don't like having to walk to class in it. It's not ideal. Think it'll return to all-time highs? Yeah, I would imagine. If I had to guess, a long off this breaker would have been ideal. This is the 15 minute. What classes do you take? Currently taking finance, Japanese, early Roman Empire, anthropology. Yeah, kind of a smorgasbord there. What do you recommend when doing evals? I've heard things from trade as much as you can to only A plus. I would trade. Thing that works for me, man, is I trade my evals just like I would trade my funded. I lower my risk a little bit on my fundeds when I first open the account just to build the buffer. But I take the same trades typically. I hear people say, "Oh, this is an eval trade," or this is a funded trade." I don't, and I respect the hell out of those people that do say that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not going against what they say. But for me personally, from my psychology, it helps me more if I don't switch up how I trade. If I just stay consistent with both, just change my sizing, then to me that I can trade better. It's more sustainable for me. You can see my brokerage statements. That's where you can see my payouts. You can see my P&L if you would like to see that. Where did I say I had my payouts posted though? This is the month of October so far. Not terrible. Not the best, but not terrible. Yeah, it's across 4 fundeds. What's up, Tyler? How much do you risk per trade? I don't really necessarily put a dollar amount on it. I try to just get good entries. Like, for instance, if I had taken a loss here, my stop was right below this breaker. So that's 2.25 points on ES. So that would have been with 3 contracts. That's $150 times 2.25. So 300 and something dollars. Is that right? Is that good math? Yeah. So I was risking that to make 3K, basically. I think that's right. Somewhere around there. I had my standard deviation tool set up earlier. But typically I don't try to go off of like a dollar amount. I would obviously, like if I was going to set my stop below this wick low, I would not have been in for 3 contracts. Most likely I would have been in for 2 or 1. But yeah, that's typically how I try to assess that rather than go off of a set dollar amount. What's up, trader? I'm good. How much money was your first payout, and what did you do with the money? It was a couple grand, man, and I actually bought this monitor. I bought this monitor and bought more evals. I have like a 49-inch Samsung monitor. Upgraded, put it right back into trading. I was fortunate enough that I had savings built up from working at a law firm for a while that I didn't really have to tap into it to pay bills or anything. Yeah, 30% zip. 30% set aside. How long before you made profit? I mean, I was trading personal capital, so I guess you could say, how long before I got a payout from a prop firm? It was a while. I mean, relatively speaking to how long I had been trading. Appreciate that, Tyler. Tax fraud. Don't recommend that. They'll find you. Would you recommend college? I think it depends on what you want to do. If you have a serious idea about a profession that you're wanting to do, and it requires you to go to college, like you want to be an attorney, or you want to be a doctor, engineer, architect, something like that, yeah, college for sure. But if you're just going to kind of figure out what you want to do, I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend going to just explore. Yeah, Tristan, just take the full 50K, man. Better yet, why even get a 50K when you could get 100K and just withdraw that? I am trading through an LLC. Yeah. Yeah, it's a consolidation. There you go, Mike. Make it happen, man. Yeah, I do. Share the link because it's broken sometimes in my bio. Here, hang on. It's the Discord right there. Yeah, man. Just passed my 150K eval today on TS. Took 3 days. There you go. What firm are you with? Top Step. There you go. I thought they had a 5 days. Is it 2 days for them? I haven't traded Top Step in over a year, man. I use Take Profit Trader and Apex. I have two Take Profits. Actually, I have two Take Profits and three Apex accounts now, actually. But I haven't traded the one that I just passed. I have another 50K Apex account that I just passed recently. What are your thoughts on whenever price sweeps London session highs during New York pre-market? Anytime I see a sweep of a major level, I'm looking for a reversal. It doesn't matter if it's pre-market or not. That's why I took this trade earlier. This is pre-market, swept Asia and pushed up. I think it all just depends on what you're seeing on the chart, how clean price action looks. Zach, that could be something to do with your data. It obviously has something to do with your data. I would say make sure that your payment method, make sure that your payment went through. If you're paying for data, you got to pay for data. So you got to pay. You pay for the TradingView subscription, and then you got to pay for data on top of that, unless you have it provided through a prop firm that you're with. Make sure you're signed in to whatever prop firm that gives you the data. Yeah, Aaron, I took this one at 6:45 a.m. today. Oh, my bad. I'm sitting here showing you trying to see what time. Why is my computer freezing? because they haven't actually learned it, and it's fun to just to crap on something, man. To be honest, I mean this is 100% an ICT setup right here. You tell me. Long off this 15, targeting all-time highs. I mean, it would have played out up to 21.5. So 21.5 times 150 bucks. You do the math on that. I mean that's feeding families right there. I think combined with order flow and momentum, it's a great strategy. Yeah, I know. They trash on it. It's like, you know, it's like anything else, man. People want something to hate on. $165 a year. How you identify breakers? Before a sweep of a liquidity level, it's basically the last leg up or the last leg down. That's how I remember it. But the the textbook definition is high, or excuse me, low, high, lower low, higher high. So that's a breaker. Running any peptides? Not at the moment. No, I've never actually run peptides. I've thought about it. I did see that. Yeah, Saint. I saw that. I don't know if it's complexity or what. I mean, there are times when it doesn't work. There's plenty of times where like your trade fails, but that's going to be the same with every strategy, man. I don't know. It makes sense to me and it works for me. I think any strategy can be successful if you have the proper discipline and the proper psychology going into the market. This is 15-minute time frame right here. You can see the 15 and the see it on the chart right here. I'm not sure what TJR's strategy is. You know what I mean? I haven't watched him. I did the boot camp thing when I first was getting into this stuff, but I'm not sure how he trades. I do see him talking about taking some L's though. Does it? Okay. What I would have been looking for, we actually had a limit order set for a tap back into this 15. We took a trade here pre-market. I took a long here off of this 15-minute tap back and was targeting all-time high, Asia high, and then all-time highs. But my little baby nuts didn't let me hold the trade for long enough. I got a little. I was watching the book map, and I for some reason convinced myself I needed to close the trade. It's a bad idea. But we're up 350 or something times four. $335 there. 350 on the other account. 350, 350. 366. 341. 341. So average right there. 350 times four basically. Yeah, that sounds very similar, Yummy. That sounds very similar. Oh, dude, I definitely lose. This month has been a good month. Last month I blew every account. I had 20 Apex accounts going, and I had 5 TPT accounts going. I had had those 5 TPT accounts for like a month and a half, and I had been working on passing up to 20 Apex accounts. I wanted the max allo, and finally had it. Had taken a payout on like 12 of the accounts, and then the end of September, it was around like somewhere. It was like the 22nd or 23rd. I can't remember exactly. Blew all of them, man. My head jump time in one day, and I blew every account, all 5 TPT, all 20 Apex counts. So we've been building back up, and this month has been solid. Yeah, I do. Saint, I think it does for sure. Yeah. Helps you not get greedy and be humble and all the things that I think are positives. The thing was, Ben, we were having a great month. I was having a great month. And then it was literally all happened in one day, man. I just blew up. I don't know what was wrong with me. Life was good. You know, typically somebody's like, yeah, I was having a bad day or something. I was having a great day. I was having a great week. Uh, there was nothing to point to that was like something that caused my psychology to go off the rails. I took a couple of trades that kicked back on me, so I closed them out, and then they started going in the direction I wanted them to go. So I reopened the trades. Then they kicked back on me again, and that cycle just happened multiple times where I was then in drawdown, and I was pissed about being in drawdown. So I took some stupid trades and ended up just completely blowing up. It was just bad. It was just a combination of bad decision making. So we're back to 3 or 4 funded Apex accounts, 1 funded TPT account. I'm kind of just sticking with the 1 TPT account. It's a 100K account, and just constantly feeding that account rather than focusing on, having so many. But we are definitely going to scale back up. I wanted to finish this month strong before I started scaling back up. Since October, yeah, I've been there. Sasa, I've been there. Sase, I've been there. This is a yes. Somebody just told you that. Now this is Dogecoin. We're trading Dogecoin. Is that link not working? The one I just sent here in the chat? Do I think it's going to reverse? I don't know where your entry was. I think we're just going to continue to consolidate, but who knows, man? See if you, I don't know if you've looked at T Trades on YouTube. Check him out. I feel like he explains everything really well. So see if the way that he explains it helps make sense to you. Not enough. Would have made 3K times 4. We actually only made 350 times 4. So unfortunate, Xavier. It is what it is, though. You just got stopped out. Where was your stop? I bounce around on time frames, man. I bounce around. This is the 15, 5. I entered this off the 15 earlier. Tap back into this 15-minute gap. Jay, I would start on YouTube. I would start with education. That's the most important thing to start with before you ever spend a single dollar. Just absorb as much information on there. My recommendation is learn how price behaves, learn what futures are, learn what's going on, and then find a strategy that makes sense to you. And once you find something that makes sense, get a TradingView account, which is what this website is right here. It's just a website where you can chart. You can chart on TradingView for free, but in order to take a trade, like on a paper account, I think you got to pay. It's like $5 a month, something. It's super cheap. But I would do that, trade on paper, and then after you've been consistently doing well on paper for, I'd say, a month or two, then try a prop firm account. And you'll know by then what a prop firm account is. You won't even have to ask me right now. I use it as an added confluence MS. We were trading out of this 2 hour earlier. I think there was a 4. Yeah, we're trading out of this 4 hour also. So you can see that kind of lined up with this long that I took as an added confluence. I've tried to use NinjaTrader when I first started trading, but I like Tradevate better. Tradevate is where I execute my trades. You're still in this trade, Brian? From that early? I was I was in and out. I should have held up to all-time highs, but I got cold feet here. Tradevate is what I execute my prop firm trades on. My prop firm accounts are tied to that. I think this just keeps pumping unless we just dump out of this inversion here. Yeah, you can see the time frame on the chart here. It's the 15. Whenever I change time frames, that's the 5, 3, 2, 15. You can't see it? That's weird. I thought I thought what I could see is what you can see. You can't see. Can you guys really not see that 15 here on the chart? The end of the 5? Wow, okay. That's good to know. Weird. TikTok vertical, okay. Yeah, I got the vertical like studio thing right here. I thought it showed me what you guys can see. I guess not. What indicators do I use? This is just the inverted fair value gap indicator. Yeah, Jeff, I just saw your comment. Blown 5 funded previously. Need to be more disciplined. Work on entries. Yeah, if you're having trouble, man, just focus on one account. Just one. Keep it simple. One TPT account or one Apex account, whatever you're trading with, and just keep it simple. I'm about to roll, though, guys. I got to do some last-minute homework here because I'm a procrastinator before I go to class. So I'm going to jump on that and call it a day on here. We're up 1,300 or so on the day. It's not a bad day. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m., to do it all over again. We got FOMC tomorrow. Should be interesting. So you guys take care. Be good. Don't blow your accounts. Don't take stupid trades. You know the deal. Y'all be good. God bless you. Thank you, C-Bomb. No more trades, Dev. No more trades. See you.